We will continue our discussion of annuities, but now we're looking at finding the present value of an annuity, starting with ordinary annuities. Remember, ordinary annuities, the annuity payments occur at the end of each time period. So with this problem, we have a 3-year ordinary annuity of $100. The discount rate is 4%. So we are looking for the present value. So this particular investment pays $100 at the end of each year for the next 3 years. We want to know in terms of present value, what is that series of expected payments worth today? So for this problem, N is 3, our interest rate is 4, our payment, since it is an annuity, is $100. There is no future value. We are solving for present value. And in this case, the answer is $277.51. So that means we'd be willing to pay today $277.51 to receive this series of $100 payments each year over the next 3 years. Here's another example where we have our $100 ordinary annuity still at 4%, but we're going to be making, or we're going to expect a $100 payment every year for 5 years. What is that worth today? So the only thing that has changed is N. Now it's 5 instead of 3. The present value is $445.18. There's a couple of more problems. What if we change the N to 10? So we would receive 10 $100 payments. We want to know what is that series of payments worth today. A 25-year annuity where N is 25. We receive $100 payments every year for 25 years. What is that worth today? And finally, there's something called a perpetuity. A perpetuity is an annuity that goes on forever. How do we solve the value, the present value of a series of payments that goes on forever? N is infinity. Well, luckily for us, the formula to which breaks down into this simple ratio. So to find the present value of a perpetuity, we're going to take that payment, that annuity payment, and then divide by the appropriate interest rate or discount rate. So if we have a $100 perpetuity and the appropriate rate is 4%, then the present value of a series of $100 that goes on forever is only worth $2,500. Here's another example of a perpetuity that I've worked for you. Click on the link and you'll see it. Now, an offshoot of finding the present value of an ordinary annuity is finding the payment on an amortized loan. An amortized loan is a loan that's repaid in equal installments over its life. So something like a fixed rate mortgage is a fully amortized loan. With finding the payment on such a loan, we're going to know everything. We're going to know the interest rate that's being charged by our lender. We're going to know the term over which the money is borrowed. We're going to know the amount that's borrowed. The amount that's borrowed is going to be the present value in this problem. And we're going to solve for the payment. Example. What is the annual payment on a $1,000, 4%, 3-year loan? So we're borrowing $1,000 at 4% over 3 years. So we're going to make only 3 payments. at the end of each year. We want to know what is that payment. So in this case, N is 3, 4 is our interest rate. Our present value in this problem is the amount we borrowed. That's $1,000, which of course we will change the sign. There is no future value. We're solving for payment. So in this case, it is $360.35. So if we borrow $1,000 at 4%, 3 years with 3 payments, each payment occurring at the end of each year, we're going to pay back to our lender $360.35 at the end of each year. After we've made that last payment, we will have totally paid off the loan as well as the interest that we were charged. So all of the problems we were thus far have been ordinary annuities in this section. Now we're going to find the present value of an annuity due. So going back to the original problem in this section, $100 payments that occur every year. We want to know the present value. And we are looking for its present value, but it's an annuity due. So each one of those payments occurs at the beginning of each time period. So the easiest way to do this is find the ordinary annuity, treat this as an ordinary annuity, solve for it, and then take that answer and multiply it times 1 plus the interest rate, and we get the answer. You can also use your calculator, but I think that can be tricky at times. Here are 2 more problems from the chapter. Problem 521 in your textbook and 526. You can see them worked if you go to the Chapter 5 video reviews, end of chapter walkthroughs.